Here comes the first pitch. Liner towards second. Throw on to first. A 3-pitch inning, and the side is retired. Dodgers down in order, but they're up 1-0. Striding in, Martin Maldonado. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Martin Maldonado.
There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0. And that's in there for his strike. 1-1. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. And a strike. Threw him a breaking ball that time. 2-2. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. And with that, there you get a look at what's happening in the race in the National League West. Striding forward, Luis Valbuena, showing some definite confidence at the plate right now, and his recent numbers are reflecting that. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lifted the other way to left center. Taylor is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. So coming to the plate, Andrelton Simmons. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A fastball that just misses inside. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So a solo shot down the line in left. 6th home run on the season for him, as the Angels are back even now with 1 run apiece.
Well, he was on cruise control, just needed 1 more out to get out the inning, but he came up with a plan. Base is empty. He didn't have to think about shooting one to the opposite field or shortening the swing to move the runners. He just wound up and let her rip. A solo shot as the result.
0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. And he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. But the Angels are able to tie things up thanks to this solo home run. We're through 3 here in Southern California, all even at 1 apiece. Matt Vasgersian back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac as the 2016 National League Rookie of the Year, Corey Seager, settles in to start things out. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit on the ground to third. Simmons with the backhand. And he'll beat the throw to first despite a fantastic effort. And that ought to be scored an infield single.
Hey, that's a heck of an effort by the shortstop right there to leave his feet and try and make that throw to first base. Got to be frustrated a little bit as a pitcher. You executed your spot.
Well, I tell you what, as soon as you throw one like that, D-Rose, You see your shortstop get a glove on it, you're thinking, okay, maybe he has a shot to get him, but that's a long throw after that jump throw, and a solid infield base hit, but very frustrating as a pitcher.
Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece. Thus far. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
The 2-2. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
Pull him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down. That appeared to be the case there.
So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Now the 0-1. Chopped weakly to the left. He's right there. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. So you can mark that one down as an E5, and I'd bet he'd like to have that one over. Digging in now, DJ LeMahieu hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. First pitch on its way. Line to the right side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
In now, JT Realmuto. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. And a dive, but he's back in there. And another snap throw to the bag. And the runner back. And again, he'll snap one over to first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely.
Let's go, Angels!
A ball and a strike. 2 runs, 3 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And a dive, but he's back in. And another snap throw to the bag. And he'll get back in safely. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And a half-hearted attempt that time as he broke the plane of the plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes now. A bouncer up the middle. Taken in by Simmons. Kinsler for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. It's a run on 2 hits here for L.A. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Angels 1. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Grounder down the line at third. This is foul for the first strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he misses with it. 1-1. Lifted in the air to center field. Hernandez is there, and he has it for the first out. So now the Angels cleanup batter, Zach Cozart. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. In there, strike 1. Cozart is a strong defender playing up the middle in the infield. He's got great hands, good range, the big arm, and those skills are not lost on his teammates, his coaches, or his front office for that matter. And Cozart even in the count at 1-1. Line drive snagged on a short hop. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Digging in, Chris Young comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Ryu's ready. Here's the 0-1. And a big swing as Young sends a drive out to deep left field. A leap at the wall, but he can't bring this one back. It's a home run. Here's Jeffrey Marte now. Look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. A base hit in his first trip. Won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Line toward the alley in left center. Taylor is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Here's David Freese to stand in. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
First baseman number 23.
First offering on its way. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. The 0-1 on its way. Popped him up. Maldonado over to his left, and that's the first out of the inning. Standing in, Kike Hernandez. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. This one's down to third. On to first, and there are 2 down.
The batter, designated hitter.
Ready for another chance? A.J. Pollard. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit hard on the ground to short. Simmons is there. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Dodgers retired on just 4 pitches. We've hit the halfway point, tied at 2. Cole Calhoun will stand in now, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Cole Calhoun.
Bouncer to the left side. And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away. Into the box, Martin Maldonado. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Coming down in buckets. Cats and dogs. Insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
Total agreement, Matt. In particular, that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
And he'll put this away for the second out. Here's Luis Valbuena now. Ryu steps into his windup. Here comes the first pitch. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1.
I really like how he's getting ahead early in the count. He's pitching aggressively, and what that does, it holds the pitch count down.
And this is lifted high in the air down the line behind third. Turner has got it, and the side is retired. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Chris Taylor. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a neck-high fastball that time. The 1-1. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Up with it is Kinsler. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. And I thought this might happen based on how close that play was at first. The skipper's out of the dugout, and it looks as though he might decide to challenge that out call.
Yeah, he may, Matt, but I think he'll see what his replay guys think first. Looking at it again, man, I can't tell for sure if he was out or not. Tough call.
Here's Corey Seager. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. This is line to left. Again, a nice clean base hit, his 3rd of the game.
You think he's not setting the tone for this series right there? 3rd knock of the night, and we're only in game 1. This could be huge.
Into the box now, Justin Turner. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Trout has a read on it. He makes the play, and the runner will try to tag from first. And he thought better of taking that risk there as he retreats back to first safely. So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
He's going, he's going.
Pitch coming, here it is. Pitch outside. The throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Good steal there, and I'll tell you, he is a multi-dimensional player out there. He's got good pop at the plate, and he showed he's not afraid to use his wheels on the bases either.
To your point, Dan, he did go deep earlier, and now the stolen base here, so he's really having an impact on this game. The 1-1. 1-2 now. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
Here's a ground ball out to the shortstop, Simmons. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Dodgers trying to pick things up where he left off. Andrelton Simmons, a hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
And in that last at-bat, it makes you think that this guy might have went up there looking for the breaking ball, because he certainly got a breaking ball, and he didn't miss it. Hit it right on the screws.
He would have had to go with the old-school Tommy Hawk approach on that one if he wanted to get on top, but he was able to lay off it.
2-0 now. Hit on the ground toward the left. Gloved by Turner. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first. Hold on here, though. You can see the skipper heading out of the dugout now, so that very close safe call might be challenged.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure about him being safe either, but here's another shot of it right here. Not easy to tell for sure from that shot. Going to be interesting to see what they want to do with this one.
Here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
The Dodgers have selected to challenge.
Okay, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? You know, I think there is. The shot right there makes it look like the ball beat him to first. Looks like a well-used challenge.
Okay, so it looks like the umpires are wrapping up their decision, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and instead of having a base runner at first, the bases will now be empty.
Overturned, and the batter ruled out.
Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. No hits to this point. In there, 1-1. 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 error for the Angels so far. A ball and 2 strikes. Lays off, 2-2 now. Now that's popped up. Freeze is there. 2 down. 2 men are out now in the Angels' 6th. And standing in, the ever dangerous Mike Trout. First delivery to him on the way. A fastball that finds the outside corner. Well, you don't need us to tell you, it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
Ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. Freeze moving to his left, and the inning is over. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Nat. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So it's an inning-opening single to kick off their half of the 7th. And he'll make it back to first as the throw won't get him.
Hey, guys, he doubled up on that breaking ball. The batter obviously timed the first one. The second one, he was not going to let go. Good Wood on that one, able to drive it for a base hit.
Blake Wood takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out. Hit back up the middle. And this will be a base hit into center. So the first two are aboard here to kick off the 7th. Throw will hold him at second, but the go-ahead runs in scoring position now is still nobody out.
These guys are in perfect position to break through right here and to take the lead. There is, without question, nothing tougher than back-to-back singles. You don't know if they're going to bunt. You don't know. They can do so. They have so many options at their disposal right now.
And he takes ball 1. His head-to-head line against Blake Wood. He's gone 2 for 5. Now a throw over to first. Runner back safely. Now a look and a throw back to second. Don't want to forget about him. Hit well on the ground to first. And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove. And that's going to plate the go-ahead run from second as they move out in front here, 3-2.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you're starting to score runs late in the game. Off of quality pitching, when runs are at a premium, that's one that makes you feel really good about yourself.
Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Spin and a throw back to second, and he's back standing. That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however. Simmons, and that didn't work out too well as the pinch hitter comes on to bounce into a double play. Into the box now, A.J. Pollock, runner in scoring position with Sergan. Looking to keep this a 1-run game, the pitch. And that one swung on and missed 0-1.
Sometimes you just got to laugh at yourself. Hitting's the hardest thing to do in all of sport. You take an ugly swing like that, take a deep breath, step out, smile about it, and get back in that box and try and do damage.
Grounded back up the middle. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first, saves an error. Jock Peterson will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center.
Center field, number 31.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Taylor is there. He's got it 1 away. Here's Chris Young. A hit in 2 tries for him so far.
Yeah, in his last at-bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run. So it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. One out, nobody on. Count now, a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. This is line to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out. Stepping into the box, Jeffrey Marchek hit the ball pretty well in his last at bat, but it resulted in a line out. In there, 0-1.
We're moving along into the later innings, and this guy's throwing over 60% of his first pitches for strikes. He'd like to do a little bit more, but so far, so good.
Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. And he will make the catch just shy of the track in the... Jose Alvarez has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the eighth. Now back to the top of the Dodgers order, digging in, Chris Taylor. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the eighth. Trout patrolling center, makes the play, one out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Corey Seager will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. Popped him up. Valbuena in foul ground, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. So striding in, Justin Turner 0 for 3. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Trout has a read on it, and that ends the inning. One. Now at the plate, Cole Calhoun. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by one. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
You'll hear me say this time after time up here in the booth. You fight so hard to get into these counts. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. They don't happen often. This is a huge spot. Count leverage. Look for him to get loose on a fastball right here.
And that's in there above the belt, so it's even now. 2-2. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a one-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
You just sensed it was coming with the heaviness of the rain, and all the radar maps that we're seeing online lead us to believe this will be at least an hour.
Matt, this has the makings of we're going to see 2 different pitches come out after this delay. The conditions are bad. It looks like this rain is going to be around for a while. I'd be a bit surprised if either of these pitchers come back out.
In now, Martin Maldonado. And I think the question becomes, how much longer are they going to stick with this starter? Fatigue could very well become a factor at some point. Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Here comes the Dodger manager making his way toward the mound. And that will be the last we see in this one of Hyun-Jin Ryu. Well, the rain has finally passed us as we welcome you back. Joe Kelly comes on as the new pitcher following the lengthy delay, and it looks like he's just about ready to go. No balls and 1 strike. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. Swinging and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning. Here's Luis Valbuena now. Lifetime versus Joe Kelly. It's a big enough sample size, but he's just 1 for 14. 1 ball, no strikes to count. 1-0 pitch is a curveball. That looked good from here, but it's 2-0. 3-0 now.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
3-1 the count now. The 3-1 pitch. And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. That one is out of here. This game is tied. Guys, we've seen 4 big balls between the 2 teams so far today. What are your impressions of the long ball display we're watching?
Matty V, this is kind of a mini home run derby here. A ball flying out of the ballpark today.
Just great approaches by both lineups today. We were around the cage during batting practice. Both were super confident.
Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Hit on the ground out to short. Scooped up on to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. Jim Johnson will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half. First offering on its way. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. One and 1 to the Dodgers first baseman. Hit sharply on the ground. Kinsler's got it on to first, and that is a big out to start the 9th. Here's the second baseman. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball. 1-0. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. Hard hit ball to second. Taken in by Kinsler. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. Digging in and looking for more, JT Realmuto. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Line to the right side, and a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game.
Yeah, I don't know if I love the approach of pulling the trigger on that 0-0 pitch. I can't imagine that's exactly what he's looking for. The result works. Pitcher can't be too mad.
Here's David Freese to stand in. In the dirt here. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. The 1-0. Oh, and look at this. High in the air and deep. And when this ball comes down, they'll have taken the lead. Home run. 2-run shot to straightaway center as they've taken a 2-run lead. Andrew Toles will grab a bat and hit for the
number 61, Andrew Toles.
Line drive to center field, but this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out there in center, and that ends. Kenley Jansen is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat.
Mike.
Fouled off. Ready with the 0-1. A wave and a miss. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Zach Kozart comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1. Career matchup numbers against Kenley Jansen. He's 0 for 4. Slapped hard the opposite way. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
Well, you're usually in this situation looking for a bloop and a blast. He didn't want to bloop it, and he hit a missile, bringing the tying run to the plate. Let's see if they can capitalize.
Here's Chris Young as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Young waiting on the 1-1. And he swings on top and sends it on the ground out to second. The second for 1. On to first, and he rolls the double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Well, he's about as steady as they come at the end of the game as he seals this victory right there. And this one has some extra added meaning. That's career save number 250 in his outstanding career. Congrats to him.
And this evening's contest comes to a close. 5-3 the final. Los Angeles came through and it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Joe Kelly earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Kenley Jansen hammers down the save. His
watching the news, man. There's somewhere to go. Waiting for something. It's coming too slow. Too